All right. Well, thanks, guys. Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in tonight. I'm excited to share with you all about Green Compass and share, the company, the products, the opportunity with you. My name is Devin O'Korn. I'm going to be sharing a little bit about the company, who we are at Green Compass, what sets us apart, and what makes us so special. Again, my name's Devin. I'm a mom out of Hilton Head, South Carolina. I live here with my husband, Vic, and our two boys. Ryan is 7 and Mac is 3. And I've been involved with another direct selling company. About 4 years ago, I got involved in network marketing because I wanted, flexibility and being able to be at home with my boys. That was my number one. If you're a mom out there, you may feel similar to me. But you also, I'm sure, for me, I wanted something for myself as well. But also I wanted to contribute financially and have, something to, help my husband out, not having him the sole source of income. So that's how I got involved with the network marketing industry about 4 years ago. So about 1.5 years ago, I was introduced to Green Compass. My sister-in-law told me, hey, Devin, look into this CBD company. You should look into it. You do well. And I was like, what the heck? Like, I knew nothing about CBD. I'm sure most of you know something about CBD. You've used it. You've known someone who has had success. But I apparently was living under a rock. I thought it was marijuana. I thought it was a drug. I had no idea what it was, but I was intrigued by the business opportunity and getting involved with the company at the ground floor. So I did my research because, with my prior experience, I knew that getting involved with a network marketing company at the ground level is where you want to be, and that sets you up for the most success. So I did my research. I quickly found out that CBD is not a drug. It doesn't get you high. It's from the hemp plant. So it's not from the marijuana plant. It's from the hemp plant, and it's completely legal. It was legalized on a federal level about 2 years ago, a little less than 2 years ago, actually. So, I heard that Green Compass is a ground floor company, and also it's a ground floor industry. So the industry as a whole is brand new, and it's an exploding industry. Lynsey will talk a little bit about, the stats of our industry and everything, but, I was really pumped that ground floor industry, ground floor company. And then I also realized that with it being an exploding industry and brand new, it's totally unregulated. And lots of companies, now that it is legalized, are starting their own CBD products, putting a lot of junk out there into the market. So it's a totally unregulated industry, and not all hemp is created equal. So all products are pretty much, you need a trusted quality product, and that's where Green Compass comes in. And that's, Green Compass is doing everything right to make sure that they have the best product out there, the cleanest, the most quality, transparent product. So I knew nothing about CBD, but I was pumped about this industry. And I quickly learned that, it's not illegal, and CBD, Jess will talk more about what CBD is, exactly how it helps you, all the benefits. I mean, it's a fascinating plant. It's amazing. But I was quickly blown away by the company and our founders, Meredith and Sterling Cook. So as I said, not all hemp is created equal. And that's pretty much the basis of how our company got started. Meredith are one of our founders. Meredith and Sterling are a husband and wife out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Meredith started using CBD years ago. After the birth of her first son, she wasn't feeling herself, mentally, physically, had that after birth fog. And I'm sure, if you're a mom, you may relate to her as well. But she, on the advice of her brother, Brooks Bailey, started using CBD, and she loved it. That fog lifted. She felt herself again. And then fast forward a couple years, she had her second son, and, she was loving her CBD still. It was not Green Compass, but she was loving her CBD, and she wanted to give CBD to her children. So she looked in, she dug a little more, did some research, and realized that, not all CBD is created equal, and she didn't trust what she was taking herself enough to give to her children. So she talked to her husband, Sterling, who it has years and years in the agriculture industry. He was CEO and CFO of one of the world's largest sweet potato companies. And prior to that, he was in banking. So he has a big finance background and an agricultural background. So during his tenure with the sweet potato company, he formed really great relationships with Adam and George Wooten, who are 6th-generation farmers, also out of Wilmington, North Carolina. They were part of the hemp pilot program. So they have been organically growing hemp for years already, and they, were already growing it. So they teamed up with Meredith and Sterling, along with Meredith's brother Brooks, and they started their own, with all of their expertise of CBD, business, agriculture, finance. They came together and started Green Compass. They started growing their own hemp, extracting it, making a product for themselves that was clean enough to give to Meredith's children. And quickly they realized that this is a product that, again, Jess will touch on the amazing benefits of CBD, but it's a product that so many people can benefit from. And they realized that they could dream a little bit bigger and make this into a business. So, help even more people through the product as, instead of just their close friends and family and, their children. So their initial business model was to go to small pharmacies and medical offices in Wilmington, North Carolina. And they quickly realized, through sharing the product, that more and more people wanted to share it themselves. And this is a word of mouth product. People use it, they love it, they talk about it. And people, want to use what's working. And this is a product that actually works. So they quickly switched gears, and thank goodness they did, because that's why we're here. It's changed my life, Lynsey's life, Jessica's life, many advocates' lives, thousands of us. And they switched to the direct selling business model. So, and thank goodness they did. And it was a very smart business decision. Their 1-year projection was to do $300,000 of sales in their first year. And after their first year, we did close to 12 million in sales. So we have we've exploded as a company, and that really just goes to show the power of this product. We have an amazing product. The power of this business model. This is a word of mouth business model. And it works, and we're poised to be a leading name in the CBD industry. And we're just exploding, and it's so exciting. And it just goes to show, the power of this industry. It's an exploding industry. So ground floor company, ground floor industry, an amazing product. That's the backstory of Green Compass, how we got started, all from the passion and the heart of Meredith loving CBD, wanting to get the best product out there and share it with everybody. And I'm excited to introduce Jess. She'll talk more about what CBD is, how it helps. She'll highlight a couple of the products. Jess is a mom out of Raleigh, North Carolina. And that's another cool thing about this business and this company. Jess and I are like best friends now. I didn't know her before, but she's the best. She's a full-time pharmacist. She's a mom of 4. If she can do this business, and she's a rock star, if she can do it, anyone can do it. And I'm honored to, have her as a business partner and as a friend. So I'm excited for you guys to hear from Jess.
Wow, what an intro. Thank you so much. As Devin said, I am a pharmacist, and I do work full-time, and I have 4 kids, 9 and under. So I am a very busy person, but as everyone else who's kind of jumped into this business, they saw an opportunity, or they saw products that were changing lives, and it was something they couldn't not give a try. And that was me. I couldn't not get on board with this educational movement that we're on. I'm super excited and privileged that I get to share and talk about these amazing products with you guys. These products are why we're a company. These products are why I have a business. These products are why a lot of lives, a lot of people are feeling and living better. These products are why Devin was talking about our sales. These products are why we broke our 2-year sales goal in our first 6 weeks. And that while we were only projected to do about 300 our first year, we did 12 million. And why the most sought after chief science officer, probably in the world, cannabis chief science officer chose us. One of the reasons why one of the top essential oil terpene scientists in the world chose to work with us. There's reasons why Green Compass is a buzzword in the industry, and it's because of our products. Not all hemp is created equal. The industry is unregulated, so you never know what you're going to get. There's a lot of mislabeling going on. There is a lot of importation going on, and what I mean by that is that most of the hemp that Americans are consuming is coming from overseas. China grows hemp to clean their pollution. So 80% of hemp coming to our country is coming from overseas. It is very possible that if you are buying from a company and you don't know where they grow their hemp, if there's not proof of where they grow their hemp, it's very possible you could be ingesting hemp from China and introducing all the chemicals in their atmosphere and their soil and water into your body. So it is extremely important to know where the hemp is grown. All of our products come with a certificate of analysis. There is a QR code on the bottom of all of our tinctures. And literally, if you have a smartphone, all smartphone cameras now come equipped with a QR camera. You literally just hover your camera over that QR code, and that certificate of analysis is in the palm of your hand. You know exactly what's in that product. We test for heavy metals, we test for microbials, you name it, we test for it. So you can be sure that your product is what it says it is, that it's of the highest quality. We are probably the most transparent company on the market. And there's a reason for that. There's a lack of trust. As Devin was saying, there was a need for a quality, trustworthy CBD company in the market. And that's why Meredith had to make her own CBD. She didn't trust any others out there. So that's really our mission, to be the highest quality, most trustworthy, most transparent CBD products on the market. Now you may be wondering, or maybe you're here and you don't really know what CBD is or why people take it or why it's even a thing, or maybe you think it's snake oil. I don't know. So let's talk a little bit about why people would even take CBD. You may not know this, but they discovered in the early 90s that every mammal, so not just humans, pets too, any mammal has an endocannabinoid system. This is a system made up of receptors all over your body. And this system is involved in pretty much every important bodily process you have. It is the cornerstone of our body's balance and homeostasis, and it is literally an integral part of everything our body does. There's more receptors in this body system than any other system we have. And I can tell you, of 8 years of school, 4 years of pharmacy school, I never once heard about an endocannabinoid system. I never once heard about endocannabinoids, which are what our body naturally produces. Our body naturally produces compounds that interact with the system to help maintain balance and homeostasis. Our body actually makes compounds just like the ones that come from the hemp flower. Like, that is amazing to me. So, you know, this body system, you name it, appetite, pain, sleep, mood, immune function, so many things. And that is why one CBD product, one CBD oil tincture can help so many people for totally different things. It's not a medication. It's not a cholesterol medicine. It's not a high blood pressure medicine. This is a group of compounds that interact with our body system, that help regulate it, that help our bodies do what it needs to do. And that's why it helps with so many different things. I could literally talk about it for a while, but I get excited about that endocannabinoid system. But I'm going to stop for now, because if y'all have questions, you just ask me later about getting more in depth with that. But so for our products, you know, that's why one product can work for so many different things, because of that system. So you may not understand the big difference between hemp and marijuana, because I didn't. I'm kind of embarrassed to say, as a pharmacist, I didn't know the difference. I didn't know what CBD was. When people were coming into my pharmacy talking about CBD's getting them off their methadone or their Ambien or their Xanax, I thought they were talking about weed. Like, I literally did not know what they were talking about. So there is a difference. There's a big difference. So Green Compass is hemp-derived CBD. The federal government, per the Farm Bill of 2018, declassified hemp, meaning it's no longer a controlled substance. It's no longer lumped with marijuana. It's its own thing. And the federal government defines hemp as cannabis that is 0.3% THC or less. That's what hemp is. Marijuana, on the other hand, is a higher THC product. So whereas hemp, we've got low THC, 0.3% or less, and high amounts of CBD in the hemp plant, marijuana is very low CBD and very high THC. There's some strains of marijuana that have upwards of 30% THC. We're talking 0.3% THC versus 30% in some strains. That's a big difference. And that's why marijuana is psychoactive and hemp is not. Hemp is not psychoactive. But what are in both of these plants are the cannabinoids. So CBD is a cannabinoid, THC is a cannabinoid. Those are what come, and there's over 80 different cannabinoids from cannabis. Hemp contains over 80 different cannabinoids. So when someone says a product is full spectrum, because we get this question a lot, full spectrum, our products that are full spectrum have everything from the hemp flower. That's the THC, the CBD, the CBDA, everything, all the cannabinoids, terpenes, flavonoids. It's the whole plant flower. That's what full spectrum is. It's all of those things together. And all those things work together to regulate the endocannabinoid system. They enhance parts of it. They dampen some parts of it. They're working together like a team with the system to do what it needs to do. So that's what full spectrum is, everything. Broad spectrum is everything from the hemp flower, but THC has been taken out. So broad spectrum, you still get all of the different cannabinoids, flavonoids, terpenes. They have just removed the THC from that. That's what broad spectrum is. Some people don't want THC. Some people have concerns at work. They do urine screens, or for whatever reason, someone doesn't want THC. We have options that don't have that. And broad spectrum is one of them. And the 0% THC is verified by our third-party lab on that certificate of analysis. And their 0% THC is non-detectable, is under 100 parts per million. So it's a very sensitive test. Then we have isolate products, which are just CBD. If someone says isolate, that is isolated CBD. That's CBD by itself. There's no other cannabinoids, flavonoids, terpenes. There's nothing else from the hemp flower in there. It's just CBD. Some people just want CBD, and so we have that as well. And all of these different types of tinctures that we have, full, broad, and isolate, come in different flavors, different strengths. You can really tailor to what you need. All of our products can be used in all ages. My kids like blood orange vanilla. I like cinnamon. My husband likes mint. So there's really a wide variety of the different types of tinctures we have, but they're all CBD tinctures. So sometimes I get people like, well, which one is for arthritis? Remember, we've got an endocannabinoid system. They're all interacting with it. There's not a special oil tincture for arthritis and one for mood. They're all working in us differently to work with different things. So those are tinctures. Now we have topicals. So I like topicals because they give you more of that localized effect. We have essential oil roll-ons. We have pain cream. We have skin care. Our skin actually has the most CBD receptors of anywhere else in our body. Our skin loves CBD. It accepts CBD. It works well with CBD. So we have a ton of topicals. I could, go on and on about our products, but I just wanted to keep that part short. But yeah, we do have topicals. We have bath bombs. One cool thing, we do have FDA registered products, and that's different than approved. So we have FDA registered products that are registered for pain, and that's our Reduce line. Some people say that Reduce is a magical cream, and I'd have to agree. We use it all the time in our house. A lot of people with pain in certain joints or localized pain, that's a great cream. It's one of our top sellers. But yeah, so we have tons of products. Just if you have questions, get with the advocate that invited you and get their website and take a peek. There's literally so much, and we have stuff coming, special stuff coming for Black Friday that we're calling Green Friday. So lots of fun stuff with the products coming up. But, you know, we are a staple in the industry. We're wanting to lead the way. We're wanting to be the first in technologies. We're partnered with UNCW for research and clinical trials. We really are, I think, the unicorn in the CBD industry, and that's really due to Meredith and Sterling leading the way, wanting to be the best, and wanting to give us the best for us and our families. So without further ado, I am going to turn it over to Lynsey, because I could talk forever about products and CBD and endocannabinoid systems, and you guys don't want to hear me talk all night. So I will turn it over to Lynsey. She is going to talk about the business opportunity. I don't know how many, times you have amazing products like this that come with the opportunity to make money with it and to build a business and to help so many people. So I'm excited to let Lynsey tell you a little bit about herself and this business that's really changing lives.
Hey, you guys, can y'all hear me? Are you good? Okay. Following Jess is like so intense. Smarter than me. I could listen to you talk all day, Jess. You're awesome. I'm not a pharmacist or a science expert by any means. My favorite part of this business is that you don't have to be an expert and you can still be successful. So I'm Lynsey. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I have been involved with Green Compass since day one. I, like Devin, was with another company. I saw the potential of getting involved early in the game with the company in an industry that's exploding. I was very comfortable where I was. Before I got involved with that company, I was a big hater on all things network marketing. If you would have told me I would be here, fast forward 10 years, I promise you I graduated from UNC Charlotte with a business degree, and this was not in my 10-year plan. But I kind of started opening my eyes to this industry about 5.5, 6 years ago, when I see a ton of my friends or close network or social media friends or whatever having a ton of success. I had also seen the failures, people falling flat on their face, having to buy all this inventory that's collecting dust in their garage until their friends have parties for them. And, that's what I thought network marketing was. But then, like I said, on the flip side, I had seen people traveling the world and paying off cars and paying off mortgages and retiring from full-time careers. And I'm like, all right, there's got to be something to this. How can I be one of those people? And so that's what kind of opened my eyes to the industry. I had seen success stories and I wanted to be one of them because I knew, I'm very money motivated. I'm very career driven, but I now have a 1.5-year-old and I'm a mom. And I knew 6 years ago when the time came for me to be a mom, that was going to be the most important thing to me. I didn't want to lose this other career driven, money motivated part of myself. I just wanted to be able to work it in how I wanted to do it. And the career that I was at, that I went to school for, it had a glass ceiling, and I wanted to shatter that. So I saw that opportunity with this business model, with network marketing. I had no idea to have an opportunity like this, to be involved this early in the game in an industry. Not only, just from the company that I was with before, I knew getting in early with a company was smart. Within the first few years, if you can get in within the first 3 years of a company starting, you're sitting in a sweet spot. We're 1.5 years in now, but I had no clue this whole new CBD industry would be a thing, and Forbes would be projecting it to grow over the next few years. So here, we're not just getting involved early in a company and having that opportunity. We can grow with the company and with the industry. So that's kind of what attracted me to Green Compass. I had been with the previous company for 4 years. I knew, what it was like to get in early. I didn't want to miss the boat on that. So I left everything that I had built there, which had given me the flexibility to step away from a full-time job that I hated. And I completely started over with Green Compass. I started just me, 0 people on my team, 0 customers, but I believed in this company after what Devin and Jess have already talked to you guys about. The CBD industry is terrifying. If you can get in with the industry with a company that has staying power, with a company that's going places, with a company that's doing things the right way, the ethical way, you can grow with the company and the industry. It's just a win-win. It's just a smart decision. So a couple of things that attracted me to this company or to the CBD industry. One, the target market. Literally everybody and their parents and grandparents and kids and pets can use CBD. From a business standpoint, it's really hard to be in a conversation with someone and not have the opportunity to bring up CBD. I mean, you could probably think of 10 people off the top of your head that have complained in the last 2 days about sleep or stress from homeschooling their kids or not knowing what's going on in their states and counties with lockdowns and jobs and, everything else that's going on right now. Stress, sleep, anxiety. It comes up in daily conversation. So from a business perspective, that's something that is easy to bring up. Have you tried CBD for that? So target market is broad, and we have a consumable product. So you have a bottle of CBD. People are using it. They're having great results with it. They're sleeping better. It's improving their quality of life, working with their endocannabinoid system, getting them back to homeostasis and back to balance, and they're feeling good. And they don't want to go without it. So again, from the business perspective, it's smart. People are reordering. You get a customer once, they're your customer likely for a long time. So a stat that I thought was cool, I'm all about the numbers. Just as the science person, I'm the numbers person, but a stat that I thought was cool about just our company, 80% of our revenue as a company every single month comes from auto ship orders. No one is ever required to be on an auto ship. We as advocates are never required to purchase anything monthly. This is people who are choosing. 80% of them are choosing. They don't want to be without their CBD, So this is a product that people want, a product that's truly helping them, and a business model that's so smart. How did my flashlight get turned on? Sorry, guys. I'm getting used to this new phone. The business model is so smart. So if you guys have ever thought of if you're on social media or Instagram and you see bloggers and you see people sharing links and sharing just social selling, fashion bloggers or people who have different codes and links to share. If you order off of their link, they get a commission on it. This is the exact same thing. We don't carry any inventory. You don't have to do events and parties and things like that. So if you're stuck at home, if you can't get out and about, and you want to safety net, a plan B, an extra stream of income, this is smart. It's 100% virtual. So you have a link. Anytime someone orders on your link or reorders on your link, you get commission from it. Hard work for you. We have a top of the line product with a top of the line compensation plan with great marketing. Oh no, did I freeze? Sorry. I always freeze. I can never figure out my internet here. But top of the line comp plan, top of the line product, top of the line marketing, top of the line training. Someone else has done all of the hard work for you, but you are the CEO. You're the business owner. So you are inserting yourself into the work that someone else has done, and you can build it to whatever capacity that you want. Some people jump in and we ask you if this is something that anyone decides they want to do on the business side. We ask you, what are your goals with this? What do you want out of this? Some people jump in and say, I just want to pay down some student loan debt, or I just want to pay off my mortgage faster, or have a travel fund for the family, or I want to put my daughter in dance classes, whatever it may be. Or if you're like myself, Devin and Jess, we're like, we want to make this a truly life-changing opportunity and take advantage of it being ground level and growing with this company, or anything in between, So you're the CEO, you get out of it what you put into it. Devin and Jess will tell you this, I don't sugarcoat anything. We have people, I think what's easy to start is easy to quit. So a lot of times people are like, I jump in, where's my money? It doesn't work that way. This is a business. So if you're going to jump in and you want to build a business, the sky's the limit. There's no glass ceiling here, and the opportunity is insane. I think all three of us can attest to that. I would have never in my life thought that with my business marketing degree, 4-year bachelor's degree, that I would ever have an opportunity to have an income or a lifestyle like this company has provided me. And we're only a year and a half in. It blows my mind. So if you're intrigued by this whatsoever, do your due diligence. If you're not involved already, or if you have more questions, grab one of us. We're happy to answer more questions. We're happy to do calls or, a text message thread and, send you more information to look into. But if it sounds like something that you want to get involved with, there are 3 different options that you can get involved. Option 1 is $49. You don't get any products with that. You get your website that's live. So you're a business owner, you're live. Within 2 minutes, you have your website link and you can start sharing it, which we have a ton of training and resources. I promise you will never be lost on what to do. We're a big, happy family. We have everything that you need for success. Is $2.99, one is $4.99. Like I said, we don't carry any inventory. You don't have to carry any inventory. Those products are for you. So the $2.99 gets you it's about $650, $700 worth of products. In that one, you get a good mix of the oils and the topicals that Jess was talking about. The $4.99 comes with everything that we have. So it is really helpful for, using for yourself. If you want to be a product of the product, you can sample some things out of that. You could even sell some things out of your kit if you wanted to, but the kits are yours to do with what you want moving forward as you're building and growing your business. Everything will ship online. You are never required to purchase products again. Most people do because they want to, they love their products. We have a $9.99 website fee. Monthly website fee. That is your only fee. That's your only monthly fee. It keeps your website live so people can order from you. It has your back office. It keeps up with your customers and their orders and your team and their numbers and your shipping and your paychecks, and it does it all for you. So literally it's a business in a box with unlimited earning potential. And like I said, all the hard work is done for you. And I was someone who 7-8 years ago was laughing at people who did network marketing. And now I'm like, gosh, why did I not do this? Such a smart business model. So if you guys have any other questions whatsoever about the products or the business, get with the person who invited you. We are an open book about this, and we would love to answer any questions and welcome you to the team if it sounds like something that you want to do. But thanks for tuning in tonight, guys, and hopefully everyone has a great rest of their week.
Thanks, Lynsey. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.